Hi there. I know where you're. Just kidding. I have a mic, so I'll get straight to it. I did my proposal essay on a problem that we have here in America, and it's pretty popular in the rest of the world as well. I did the achievement gap, also known as the education gap. The achievement gap is the difference in academic performance between two or more subgroups.
Typically, when researching the achievement gap, you'll find that it's associated with race and ethnicity. This can be traced back to income. But I preferred to take my research in a different perspective, in a different angle. I believe that the problem is with the lack of education in our teachers and our students on the achievement gap itself. Many don't know the differences between a child's potential and his or her actual achievement.
The acceptance of mediocrity and expectations, values, and people. The unacceptable difference in achievement and academic resources. Participants offered these definitions for the achievement gap at a networking forum for mathematics and science educators. They also added that the common person believes that the test scores are what defines someone's achievement in our society, not looking at the student's full potential. If there was more of a focus around these areas, then potentially there would be more students accepted into college, receiving degrees, and receiving higher pays.
Hey, idiot.
Hey,
You're spending too much time on the intro. Get to your claim.
would you like to do it?
Yeah, I think I will.
The claim.
I believe the achievement gap should be taught as a course in schools to help students grasp the concept and motivate them to prepare for college.
The research process.
I began my research by going to community events. I attended the It's All About Kids board meeting where the superintendent explained his 8-pillared plan for the achievement gap. I continued with looking through Morehead State's online library. I plan to use other successful strategies implemented by other countries and nations and bring them over to the US and put them in a format that would work for us. But it turns out that all the other nations are in the same situation that we are. I then came across an article by Antonina Crossbunker, who described the state of the achievement gap in the United States and also mentioned that many of the people don't understand how the system works. This is when I began to formulate my current claim. I had the idea of forming a class and speculating that 8th grade would be the perfect age. I then used FCPS's grade standards to structure my class. I believe that this class will help students understand how the current system works and how to use it to their advantage to unlock their full potential. Sorry, I had to take over. That other guy was lame.
Evidence for the claim.
For evidence, I used the new superintendent's 8-pillar plan to back up my statements used to form my class. Using mainly his second pillar, the student success, educational excellence, and equality. The structure of the pillar would help me branch off to how the gap should be treated. I also used evidence from Ms. Corsi Berger's article on the United States' education system that helped detail the criteria for the class, what is important about the United States' current system, and what isn't. I also used knowledge from Dr. Keller, a psychology professor at the University of Kentucky, and my own mentor from this semester's past internship. I used wisdom from talking with her on the effectiveness of class taking and rule structure to justify how the class will help students. I also used the Roots, the No Child Left Behind Act, to explain its initial purpose and how well it has done.
What's next?
It was time for me to take over. The other guy was lame. Okay, so you may be asking yourself, what can I do? You can educate yourself. Know how the current system works and make sure that you are updated on any additions in the future. The current Board of Education where you live is a good start. You can also help organizations that are trying to help. For example, the Preacher Committee has a fully dedicated team of people who spend much of their time trying to push improvements in Kentucky's higher education. Being informed about the achievement gap is the best way to help spread the word and help others understand the concept.